Hello people and welcome back to JeffGaming. Today we're just going to be doing sort of a second look at the Resident Evil 3 Remake demo, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. What we are essentially going to be doing is just sort of picking out some of the things that you might have missed on the first time through, and just looking at some of the extras and things like that. I've played this demo rather a considerable number of times now, just sort of trying to get everything done on it. And I've managed to get all 20 of the bobbleheads now. And essentially, we're just going to be looking at, like I say, a few things that you might have missed, or just sort of general little nitpicky things. So far off watching this, I thoroughly enjoy it. Or playing this rather, I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm feeling like it's exactly what... It's sort of exactly what you needed. It seems to be everything good from Resident Evil 2 and the remake, with a few sort of extra things added in just to make it that little bit better. Number one mainly being the fact that you've got the dodge capability. Number two definitely being the Nemesis. Obviously I know he's the headline act of the game, but he's fantastic. He is absolutely terrifying, and he's just sort of he's the tyrant, but just 10 times harder, which I think is fantastic, because I think the thing that makes these games so entertaining, or for me anyway, is the fact of just genuinely how terrifying it is when, you know, something that cannot be killed is chasing you. So I genuinely can't wait for the game to fully come out and to see how ridiculously scary it is when he's chasing you and you get yourself in a tight situation, or you know, you don't have the right amount of ammunition, or you're just not expecting him to come. Because some of the animations they seem to have given are genuinely horrific. One in particular is, I think it's just after he sort of swung at you but missed. He will stand over you and hold his hand out like he's going to grip your head. Just this sort of like a dominance move. And it is genuinely sort of intimidating when you see him do it. So yeah, I think the more we play through it, the better he is going to be. So yeah, I can't wait. Oh, he got us. I genuinely can't wait for the game to come out. It's going to be unbelievable. Now, something that I didn't mention, or I didn't notice first thing, I thought you had to shoot these. But upon looking at it, because when I played Resident Evil 3, I was just a child. It was a long time ago for me, and I didn't play it all the way through, I don't think. But just I had a sort of a look to see what those could possibly be, to see if there was something I was missing and you could actually access them within the game. But apparently they are going to be used through the lockpick, because that was why is my roll not working there? The lockpick was an initial part of Resident Evil 3, something that you had throughout Resident Evil 3. Which I can't remember, to be honest. Like I say, I was just a kid, but apparently, yeah, that was a big part of it. So I think that's what they're meant to be for. That's what they're meant to look like. I can't even see what I mean by that. Ah, that's stupid. Yeah, that's what they're for. So I think that'll be a good thing. The only thing that seems to be a downside to us is if the lockpick is an unlimited thing. Obviously, I'm assuming it's going to be a one-use type thing, like on Resident Evil 7, which I think would make more sense, because it would mean that you had to pick and choose which ones you did, which lockers you did, and see obviously if you get lucky or not. And people would have to slowly work out which ones were, you know, going to contain the better items and things like that. But yeah, just sort of something I'd seen, but I wasn't quite sure how to access them initially. This is a new thing I've decided to put on as well, the blue dot for the handgun. Just think it looks a bit better. But I don't like when the zombies are too far away and they start like bouncing about weird. Yeah, the blue dot. I just think it looks a little bit better. You can change it to a couple of different colours if you want. You can change it to white on white, which I think looks weird, but each to their own, I suppose. Now, another thing I might as well mention while I'm in this sort of area is the bobbleheads. Like I say, I have managed to get all 20 of them. The last few you've got to do sort of challenges. So one of the challenges is you've got to create magnum ammunition, and then when you do, you go back down in the railway cart and the captain starts mentioning things about how he sent them to clean the tracks. When you come back up here after you've done that, next to this sign there'll be a body and a bobblehead. There's also a few you've got to get with challenges to do with the Nemesis. Well, in fact, one to do with the Nemesis, and the other one doesn't have to be him, but it's just easier. One, if you down him for 3 consecutive times in this area, that cop car will open, a zombie will fall out, and there's one on the seat. And the other one was, it's 25 perfect dodges, but it's just easier if you do it with the Nemesis, or faster rather than easier, I suppose. But you can do it with any zombie, to be fair. I don't know what's going on here. The roll's just not working for us. I'm on like low health and everything. Pop that through. Oh, see? Hey, you know what I mean. When I've played through it previously, I'd actually done the 25 perfect dodges, and now when I'm trying to do it, I just keep getting bit. I love having the red dot on the gun as well. It makes it so much better. I genuinely hope this is an attachment in the actual game, because I feel like having that on will make it'll just genuinely be so much better in comparison and not having it, to the point where I think it would be one of the early things to get. Well, as early as you can anyway. Oh, I'm getting crowded here. Now, this is where it would be good if my roll worked. Oh, scratch that. If my roll worked. Oh, well, what's it called? Me quick step. There we go. That sort of got us past them there. I'm just sort of looking for it to do the perfect roll, that's all, because for some reason it seems to be reluctant to. This is the, well, in this alleyway is the case I was genuinely hoping had the Magnum, but I was unfortunately disappointed. Oh, I feel like the head pops are a lot more frequent as well on this, definitely in comparison to Resident Evil 2. I mean, head pops, I think I played the whole playthrough and got, I thought he was still up there, and got what, like maybe 1 or 2. I mean, so far in this demo I think I've had, you know, maybe 6 or 7 in like a 3-hour, 4-hour time frame I've played through it, which is obviously considerably more. So yeah, very strange. I love the red dot. Having the red dot on it, or blue dot in this case, just makes the gun just so much more accurate. It's just perfect, basically. She's following us everywhere. See her down. You can just get those like 3-4 shots off without having to worry about missing, or we'll take that just in case. There's also a bobblehead in here. This zombie slides off, but to be honest with you, I can't remember how you get it. I think there's a zombie spawns in a certain location and you've got to kill him, but I can't remember what gets him to spawn. I think, oh jeez, I was just talking about how accurate it helps. It doesn't matter if you're whiffing like that. Yeah, I can't remember what you've got to do. I think I had to clear something out or something like that, but and he just spawns and you shoot him and then it's there. But that was one of the earlier ones I did. Can't fully remember it. Yeah. So how did you enjoy the demo anyway, playing through? Do you think that you're going to be getting Resident Evil 3, or is it going to be something that you just have played the demo and it's not for you? Because personally, like I say, it's definitely exactly what I was expecting, basically, and it's exactly what I'm after. Are you thinking the same, or is there anybody not going to get it off the bat of watching the demo, seeing how it plays? Oh, I forgot I have to get the hose. What am I going to drop for the hose? Ideally them, but I can't discard that. The health, that's a bit brutal. I tell you what we'll do is we'll go and use the last. Oh, beautiful. Now that did happen a lot with the shotgun. The damage sort of multiplier did take heads off quite easily with a shotgun, so I can't say that's different. More just with the handgun, unless this handgun I'm using here is classed as a more powerful gun than what I'd been using, and that would make maybe a little bit more sense, because even though it was RNG for the head pop to happen, if you were using a higher powered weapon, it would sort of increase the odds of it happening. Like, for example, the shotgun would consistently take heads off, along with the Lightning Hawk or the Desert Eagle, whichever one you want to call it. That would obviously just kill majority of zombies with a head pop. So I think the shotgun's sort of working under that same presumption as a higher powered weapon. I'm hoping when you get the shotgun it doesn't just look like this though. I'm hoping you do get the additional sort of things for it, because personally I much prefer it that way. Let's discard this and we'll pick that up. That looks like something that I recognise. But yeah, so far for my playthrough, this game's just perfect. Basically, I genuinely can't wait to be able to play as both characters and sort of see if my roll works here. You missed it anyway. And just see how the storyline develops. Because like I say, my memory of the storyline is extremely vague. I can barely remember it, so fingers crossed when it comes out it is as good as this demo is appearing to be. If he gets back up, I'll be fuming. Right, so we're just going to discard this. This is where the Nemesis comes, the bad lad. Now, the Nemesis is... Well, I thought I had the other roles mastered, if I'm honest. The other dodges mastered. But clearly I don't. But I was going to say the Nemesis ones are a little bit more difficult. So this is something I was going to show. I didn't expect her to be at the top of the stairs. But... oh, rubbish. Because the Nemesis has like a set cutscene. There's another head pop. Has a set cutscene for where he comes. You can't go back through this way. So, is that her who's got there? Is that a set of feet? So, this door is just set to have a zombie pushing on it, and you can't open it, and that zombie will never push through. So, I just thought I'd show you that. But if you do activate the Nemesis, and then bring him through to this part, and then try and go up there, the dead guy next to the safe will be up and alive. He'll be alive and kicking, and so will the other person, whether you've put him down, you know, twice, 3 times, or what. So it's basically just like a guaranteed. Well, you're going to be knackered basically, because I think like 3 or 4 zombies in such a tight space just knacks you over. Oh. Let's pop this guy. Is he not back up yet? I don't like these little things, because again, you can dodge them as well. But I've personally found it quite difficult. I don't think he's coming. He goes down for 30 seconds. Oh, he is. No. Oh, he scares me when he sprints. Yeah, 30 seconds he goes down for. And when you you put him down, which feels like a lot of time, but I feel like if you run into a couple of zombies and you don't just have that shotgun, I feel like that's going to be very difficult, if I'm honest still. Can he come through here? Oh, but he can whip us through there. Is that not killing it? Oh, there we go, dead. They're a bit brutal, them, like. I mean, just for like a regular zombie doing some decent damage. Now, just before we end it here, one of the last bobbleheads appears up here on top of that. And so you've got an edge on the corner like this and shoot it. I just thought I'd bring that up before we end the demo here. And then, of course, the terrifying moment when he just breaks down a wall to get to you. I feel like that's going to be happening a lot when you're actually getting through to the game. Him just breaking down walls and things like that. So as you can see, I've got all 20 out of 20 on the dolls. Just sort of like on other playthroughs. If you're wanting to see all 20 out of 20 locations and how to get them in sort of an in-depth breakdown, just let us know and I'll happily do the video for that as well. But like I say, this was just sort of a second look at the game. And just sort of a few different things that we could look at for it and look through it. I feel like the role I thought I had mastered, but I'm going to have to keep practicing with that, especially when the game comes out, because I feel like that's going to be very, very vital. But yeah, like I say, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe as always. Put that notification bell on for when the Resident Evil 3 game does fully release, because we're going to be doing a playthrough on that. And like I say, just let us know if there's anything that you think I should be doing for that, and see if there's anything I need to change. But yeah, thank you very much and enjoy.